Open up your MTT, date it for today. The title is Equations with Variables on Each Side. We're going to solve and check them. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the variable that we're solving for. And now, because we have variables on both sides, we're going to change our first question just a little bit. Instead of asking, is the variable on the left, we're going to ask, is the largest variable on the left? So in this case, the largest variable is not on the left. So we're going to use symmetrical or post-it note to get the largest variable on the left. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite 4x is equal to 3x plus 6. Now we're going to go ahead and solve just like we would a regular equation. So are all of the variables on the left? They're not, so we need to go ahead and zero pair out the 3x. And now we're going to have x is equal to 6. To check it, we're going to go ahead and substitute in 3 times 6 plus 6 is equal to 4 times 6. And now what we're going to have to do is do PEMDAS on both sides. So this is going to be 18 plus 6 is equal to 24. 24 is equal to 24. So that checks out, so x is equal to 6. So of course we're going to ask, is the largest variable term on the left? It is. Are all the variable terms on the left? They're not, so we're going to need to zero pair. So we're going to zero pair the 5x and get it over onto the left. So now we have 3x is equal to 21. What math operation is it? Multiplication. How do we solve it? Division. We're going to divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 7. So now we're going to check it. 8 times 7 is equal to 5 times 7 plus 21. 8 times 7 is 56. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 21. 35 plus 21 is 56. So because both of those match, our value for x is 7. Is the largest variable on the left? It's not. So we're going to need to do post-it note or symmetrical. So we're going to do 6x minus 13 is equal to 4x minus 9. Are all the variables on the left? They're not, so we're going to zero pair them over to the left side. So this is going to be 2x minus 13 is equal to negative 9. Is the variable on the left? He is. Is he first? He is. Is he alone? He's not. So we're going to add a line and change the sign, and we're going to zero pair out the 13. So this is going to be 2x is equal to 4. What math operation is it? It's multiplication. How do we solve it? Division. We're going to divide by 2. X is equal to 2. Now we're going to check it. 4 times 2 minus 9 is equal to 6 times 2 minus 13. So 4 times 2 is 8 minus 9 is equal to 12 minus 13. When do we subtract? Never. We add a line and change the sign, add a line and change the sign. This is going to be negative 1 is equal to negative 1. So that means x is equal to 2. Is the largest variable on the left? It's not. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite the equation using symmetrical. 7x plus 8 is equal to 2x minus 12. Are all the variables on the left? They're not. So we're going to zero pair all the variables over to the left. So now I have 5x plus 8 is equal to negative 12. Is the variable on the left? It is. Is it first? It is. Is it by itself? It's not. So we're going to zero pair out the 8. So now we have 5x is equal to negative 20. What math operation is it? Multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplication? Division. What are we going to divide both sides by? 5. So x is equal to negative 4. We're going to go ahead and check it. 2 times negative 4 minus 12 is equal to 7 times negative 4 plus 8. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8 minus 12 is equal to negative 28 plus 8. This is going to be add a line, change the sign, so we have negative 20 is equal to negative 20. So our value for x is negative 4. Is the largest variable term on the left? It is. Are all the variable terms on the left? They're not. So we're going to go ahead and zero pair out all of them over to the left side. This is going to give us x plus 6 is equal to 13. Is the variable on the left? It is. Is he first? He is. Is he by himself? He's not, so we're going to zero pair out the 6. So x is equal to 7. And now we're going to check it. 9 times 7 plus 6 is equal to 8 times 7 plus 13. 9 times 7 is 63 plus 6, and 8 times 7 is 56 plus 13. 63 plus 6 is going to give us 69, and 56 plus 13 is going to give us 69. So x is equal to 7. Is the largest variable term on the left? He is. Are all the variable terms on the left? They're not. So we're going to need to zero pair. First, we're going to add a line and change the sign so that we know to zero pair a positive 2x over onto the left side. So now we're going to have 6x minus 1 is equal to 8. Is the variable term on the left? It is. Is it first? It is. Is it by itself? It's not. So we're going to add a line and change the sign to negative 1. So now we're going to zero pair out a positive 1. 6x is equal to 9. So now we're going to ask, what math operation is this? Math operation is multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is division. We're going to divide both sides by 6. So x is going to be 3 halves. We're going to go ahead and check it. 4 times 3 halves minus 1 is equal to 8 minus 2 times 3 halves. When I multiply the 4 times 3, that's 12, divided by 2 is 6, minus 1 is equal to 8 minus, and I'm going to do 2 times 3, which is 6, divided by 2, which is 3. So we're going to have 6 minus 1 is going to be 5, and 8 minus 3 is going to be 5. Of course, you can add a line and change the sign on both of those. 5 equals 5, so x is equal to 3 halves. And now you know how to solve variables or equations with variables on both sides.